What's going on, everybody? RJ Ochoa here from SB Nation's bloggingtheboys.com. Hope all is well wherever you are. We hope you're happy, safe, healthy, and that you enjoyed the third preseason game of the year for the Dallas Cowboys on Saturday night. A loss to the Houston Texans. Nobody cares that it was a loss, but there's a lot that we can learn, a lot that we can take away, and certainly a lot for us to discuss. It is time for our weekly highlights here on the Blog of the Boys YouTube channel. Make sure you do subscribe. Not every single thing a highlight, but that's kind of the way football goes. Let's go ahead and begin. The evening got started with Garrett Gilbert at quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, trying to win that QB2 job, and this is not going to help him do it. You cannot turn the ball over. This is just, you got to have more awareness, Garrett. He is completely unaware of Martin right behind him. Absolutely no pocket presence from Garrett Gilbert here. Locked in downfield, great. Want to see you looking, Garrett, but we want to see you paying attention to what is happening around you. Not a great moment for Garrett Gilbert, whose hold on the QB2 job is definitely starting to loosen up just a bit. Ball comes out. This is something we definitely don't ever want to see. You cannot turn the ball over. The entire Dallas Cowboys starting offensive line was out there. Cowboys wide receiver group, you have to be better. All right, let's go to Cooper Rush, though, who was better. Cooper Rush firing, bam, Blake Jarwin. Great to see Blake Jarwin finally back in action, making a catch for the Dallas Cowboys. This is awesome. Down the seam is where Blake Jarwin dominates. The first Cowboys touchdown in 2019 was very similar to this against the New York Giants. Look at this ball placement. Boom, right there. Blake Jarwin, this ball has to be perfect is a little bit of an exaggeration, but this ball has to be right on the money. And Cooper Rush was one of our winners after the game, really starting to establish himself as a more likely QB2 option than Garrett Gilbert, which isn't necessarily saying a lot, but very, very, very nice, very great throw, very great catch, great body control by Blake Jarwin to get down, hold on to it. This is the touchdown that started things off. Cooper Rush, screen pass, Tony Pollard, get in the end zone. This is Tony Pollard at his absolute best. Tony Pollard in space is so difficult to defend. A lot of defenses are going to struggle with this. Look at what Tony Pollard has to work with here. He takes the blitz, and then here, there's nothing but daylight almost in front of Tony Pollard. He's got to make a move. Thankfully, Tony Pollard is very capable of this. All right, so Tony Pollard gets his hands on the balls, makes one move, and Tyler Biadasz, we need you to make one block. Make one man get out of the way, Tyler. Here we go. Boom. That's it. Daylight. Tony Pollard into the end zone. You can see, wait, right here. Let's get it right here. You can see Cooper Rush in the background. He knows this is a touchdown because he knows the ball is in Tony Pollard's hands. There he is in the background again. Thank you, Cooper Rush. Tony Pollard to get in the end zone, do a front flip, celebrate. All right. Defensive time. Here we go. Boom. Look at Bradlee Anae taking out Phillip Lindsay. We have been waiting to see Bradlee Anae, and watch him on the left here. All right, the left tackle for Houston's trying to set the edge, trying to give Phillip Lindsay a lot of room to work with, but Bradlee Anae is not going to let that happen. Bradlee Anae does a great job fighting through, scratching, clawing, etc., inch by inch, and here he goes. He gets outside, and he wraps up Phillip Lindsay all on his own. Bradlee Anae, we've been waiting to see it for a very long time. This was such an awesome play, although I felt for Bradlee Anae because that split cannot have felt good. That's my own personal estimation, although I am not a doctor. But kudos to Bradlee Anae. All right, defensive time. Again, let's go 4th and 1. Osa Odighizuwa is coming on. Last week, the 9th-ranked overall rookie by Pro Football Focus. And look at him between the left guard, the center. He is just a man on a mission. Watch right now. At this moment, this aerial view is so fantastic. You can see Osa. It looks like he is taken care of, but he is too strong. He is not going to let two men stop him from stopping the Houston Texans on 4th and 1, mind you, 4th and 1. It's a preseason. You go for it on 4th down. Osa Odighizuwa just powers through. We love to see this. Love to see Osa. Definitely one of the more promising Dallas Cowboys rookies so far. Congratulations to Osa Odighizuwa. Another great week. All right, Cowboys back on offense. Cooper Rush. Here we go. Fire it deep. Oh, yeah, Noah Brown. Now, I'm guilty of thinking that Noah Brown was not going to make this roster, but he has come on so strong in the preseason and obviously throughout training camp before. Look at this catch. Look at this footwork. Boom. And look at Dak Prescott. He is pumped. Amari Cooper, too. They are so happy to see Noah Brown making his mark on this roster. Very firmly on the roster. Noah Brown, seriously, an amazing catch. Got the penalty, too. Great body control. Gets that left foot and then that left elbow. Incredible work by Noah Brown. Here we go. Another touchdown. Cooper Rush drops back. Find him. Cedric Wilson, back corner of the end zone. This is beautiful. There's nothing more you can say. This is exactly what we want to see week in, week out. Cedric Wilson, this is the same end zone he threw a touchdown to Dak Prescott to last season, by the way. Great route by Cedric. Just get to the top, be faster, be the better man. Touchdown, scoreboard, awesome. Great way to end the half. Here we go. Texans back on offense, and here he comes, Darian Thompson. Jabril Cox there to clean it up. This is such a great play. You can see right now to the left side of your screen, obviously, as the Texans offense is not doing a great job of taking care of Jabril Cox. Jabril is just running downhill at this point. Jabril Cox has got this sack as far as everybody in the building is concerned. In fact, from this view, you really can't even see Darian Thompson off on your right side, but Jabril Cox is coming, and then out of nowhere, Darian Thompson comes in, and like I said, Jabril there to clean things up. You can see Darian right there. This is an incredible job. Obviously, Dan Quinn, out of an abundance of caution, was not there for the Cowboys in the building on Saturday night. Joe Witt Jr. calling the defensive plays. This is what we want to see. Send the heat, send the pressure, get after the quarterback with multiple ways. This is wonderful. Great job, Darian Thompson and Jabril Cox. Nice co-sack right there. All right. Let's move on, although let Darian celebrate just a little bit more. Very nice to see. Can't wait to see this particular play on Hard Knocks. Here we go. It's time for Ben DiNucci. Don't disappoint us, Ben. Wow. Randy Gregory was actually doing an interview with the Cowboys while this happened on the broadcast, and this is yikes city. Ben DiNucci's already struggling to make the Dallas Cowboys roster, and you just can't do this. I mean, look at what Ben DiNucci's looking at. This ball has to come out now. All right, it has to come out now if you're going to throw it. And I'm not saying this is an easy throw, but this ball has to come out now so you give your man a chance to get inside and protect the football. You've obviously got to have the arm strength to get it there. You can't necessarily be throwing it sidearm all the time like Ben DiNucci loves to do. But this ball has to come out now. However, DiNucci waits, and there we go. And at this point, the man is beat. All right, the defender has an inside track to get to the ball, and something bad could happen. Guess what? Something bad does happen. We've got a tip situation, somebody back there to clean it up for Houston. Well, obviously, you never want to see this, never want to turn the ball over. That's what happened to Garrett Gilbert. This was the first of, spoiler, 3 interceptions for Ben DiNucci on the night. This one goes back for a touchdown, even more reason for it to be a terrible thing. Just to call it a critical mistake would be an understatement. But here we go. Ben DiNucci. Let's do it. Sidearm City. Woo! Simi Fehoko. Great to see him finally getting involved just a little bit. Definitely would like to see a little bit more. Dude, why are you always throwing these like this? There's not a rule that says there always have to be sidearm throws in a game. Now, to be fair here, this does get around the defender. It's kind of a cool play, kind of a sick play, kind of a Sandlotty type of play. Ben DiNucci, I don't have a problem with this play. It's just this is the meme that is Ben DiNucci, the sidearmness of it all. So a nice moment for Ben DiNucci on the night when there was not a lot of nice to go around. But great job, play action, rollout, find your man, pick up the first down, move the chains, prosper. All right, Ben DiNucci again. Do not let us down, Ben. This is the worst interception. This is really, really, really bad. You just cannot turn the ball over like this, Ben. What more is there to say at this point? You're underthrowing your guys. It's not great. But here we go. All right, time for Jabril Cox. Hello, bam, right there. Jabril Cox, man on a mission. Love to see him finally showing up for the Dallas Cowboys defense, finally getting an opportunity. Very nice to see. All right, end of the game. Ben DiNucci, here we go. Find your man, trying to win the game. Great first down conversion right there. We love to see this. This is a great read from Ben DiNucci, for being honest. Right there, you see your man. You've got to put that ball on the target. It's got to happen quickly. Go ahead, Ben DiNucci. Fire away. Boom! Here we go. Great job. Now, the final play of the night, though, super terrible job for Ben DiNucci, obviously. This is gross. Another tip ball, another interception, ball game ender for the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans, obviously. But look, we're going to stop this a few times here. Look at what Ben DiNucci's looking at here. This is already a bad idea. I hate to be that way. This is already a bad idea. Look where Ben DiNucci's looking, off to his left, obviously. There is nothing but trouble. Mostly bad things are going to be the result here unless you pull off the throw of all throws, which Ben DiNucci's not going to do. So here we go. Ben DiNucci, take your time. The ball's starting to come out. There is nothing good that can happen here. Nothing. You're throwing into double coverage, Ben. Seriously, what is what is the best possible thing that happens here? Because there aren't really anything, there's not a single thing you can answer in that capacity in terms of positive outcomes. Ball travels, and there's just no way that this is going to yield the result that you want if you're Ben DiNucci. You're throwing it into way too much traffic. Ball is tipped, interception, again, ball game. When you look at it from the other angle, it's even worse. So this is when Ben DiNucci lets go. All right. How is this going to work out? How is this conceivably going to end in a positive manner for the Dallas Cowboys? It's not. And so that's what's disappointing. Ben DiNucci, entered this game, really with a long road ahead of him to try to make this roster, but he certainly didn't help himself on Saturday night. Again, we obviously know how this ends. Tip, ball, interception. Yikes City once again. There it is. Tip, interception. Great job of the Houston defender to go down, seal the game for his team. Cowboys disappointed. Yep. Look, there were some things to be excited about when it comes to what the Dallas Cowboys did on Saturday night against the Houston Texans. There were some things that they need to work on, and there are some things that ultimately do not matter. I hate to say it that way, but a lot of these players aren't going to be on the team. It was the dress rehearsal, so you do have to take most of the things seriously, certainly everything that happened in the first half, but that's why seeing Osa Digizua prosper, seeing Jabril Cox start to pop, Micah Parsons obviously had a great game. There's a lot to be excited about, but there are some things that need to be worked on this week. Certainly some players who need to do a lot to really prove themselves next week against the Jacksonville Jaguars if they do want to be a part of this roster when it's all said and done. These were our highlights from the Dallas Cowboys Houston Texans preseason game. The next time you'll see us will be on Tuesday night after episode 3 of Hard Knocks. We will have a live show afterwards, so make sure you join us. Subscribe here on the Blog of the Boys YouTube channel and subscribe to the Blog of the Boys podcast network. We are available on all major podcast platforms, so you can listen to that episode whenever you have some time as well that way. I'm RJ Ochoa. You can follow me on Twitter or Instagram at RJ Ochoa. You can email me, rj.ochoa@sbnation.com, and you can do me a huge favor. You can have the best day of all time. You know why? Because you deserve it. Thanks for joining us, everybody. See you next time.